Hi, my name is Kevin Vaughn. I've been living with lupus now for, it's been about 6 years since I was originally diagnosed. What does self-care mean to me? Self-care means to me making it a priority to take care of self. Um, it's very easy to find yourself as a dad and as a husband, taking care of your kids, taking care of the family, taking care of the many things that life throws your way. And in the shuffle, it's pretty easy to forget to take care of yourself. So it's being intentional about taking a minute to stop and really evaluate what your needs are and make sure that those needs are being met. So why is it important that men with lupus have good self-care routines? Well, as a man with lupus, I know for me, it's very important to have a routine in place specifically because it's very easy to forget. Like I said, lots of stuff going on in the family, in the household. And if you don't make it a part of your day to day or weekly process, it's something that you've incorporated into your routine, it's very easy for it to just fall by the wayside and you never get the care that you need and you're not taken care of and you're depleted and you're not at your best and you can't be your best for your family, for yourself, and so forth. So, as a man with lupus, what are some of my self care practices? One thing that I do love to do that's low impact, doesn't, is I have a lot of difficulty with my joints. Sometimes I can walk, sometimes I can't. So, one of the things that I do choose to do as part of my self care routine is go out, do a little gardening, water the plants early in the morning when it's nice and cool. The sun's not too bright. As you know, people with lupus often have issues with a lot of heavy direct sunlight, but it's quiet. It's a time to reflect, and it's a time to really set the pace and the tone for the day. So that for me is a big piece of my self-care process. And then also when I'm up to it, I love to use the elliptical. So it might not be for long, but if I can get on there, I definitely try and make that happen. So what are some tips to help those that don't often practice self-care get started or implement a routine? So here's the biggest tip that I can offer. When you have lupus, your days can be very unpredictable in terms of your ability to do the things that you want to do, your ability to participate in the things you want to participate. So when you make plans, it's often has to be changed because you're just not up to it, or you're dealing with something lupus related. So I think the biggest piece of advice that I can give is to simply celebrate the wins in those instances where you can keep that commitment of going outside, watering the garden, going for a walk, whatever your personal self-care routine is. Don't get too caught up in how much time gets spent doing it. Don't get too caught up in what exactly you're doing, but do get excited about and congratulatory toward yourself about accomplishing it, or at least starting toward it. So maybe you planned for a 15-minute walk, but you managed to squeeze out a 5-minute walk. Get excited about that, be happy about that, and be happy to have put another notch in your belt in terms of sticking to the routine that you're trying to put in place for yourself, because that will be the seed that creates a long-term habit that you'll be able to stick with over the long haul.